I hear so many people saying, only if there was 2 of me. Oh, I would just conquer the world. Well, I'm lucky enough, there's 2 of me. So
that is a good point.
Yes.
Brie Bella, face first.
WWE.
Nikki Bella.
There were so many times that, you know, as waitresses, like, you look at your bank account, you have literally like $100, but you're still trying to look at like a bigger picture. You're like, I don't want to be a waitress for life. When we started working at Hooters in San Diego at Mission Valley, Hooters, which a lot of people are like, you can't tell people you work at Hooters, but we did. We were Hooter girls, and they would show the WWE pay-per-views.
When she started to show me what the women were doing at WWE, I instantly was like, that's my calling. I get to be athletic and I get to entertain and I could be larger than life and be this character and I get paid for it.
So when I moved to LA, all of a sudden I heard about Diva Search, and I was like, they're looking for women wrestlers. So I begged Nicole to come with me.
And it was funny because when we walked up to Diva Search, all these girls were like in sparkly bras and tutus, and I remember looking at her going, what did you get me into?
And
like,
I
I
kinda
thought we
was
were
like-
here to wrestle. We were in jeans and black tank tops with ponytails.
And we had like our kicks on, and we had these shirts we made, Nicole for show and Breezy for sheezy.
Yeah.
Because we were like, yeah, this is our tag team. And actually it was kind of funny because we didn't make Diva Search, but we begged them, like, we really want to wrestle, like, give us a chance. And they were kind of like, okay. So we got into the ring, we fell so in love. We're like, can we please get a contract? And they're just like, well, you're gonna have to train at FCW. And so we went back home, packed up our car, drove all the way to Tampa, Florida, and it's been history ever since.
The moment you know when you've made it, it's when you're getting paid to do something you love.
It was definitely our athletic ability that got us in the door. But for us, it was learning about character work. We really had to learn the psychology of the business. For example, to do a clothesline, but what to do after, the selling part of it, to look to the crowd, listen. And you're so nervous anyways in there, and you wanna make sure you don't hurt anyone. So you have like 10 different things going on in your brain. And it was learning to take all of that, slow down, take breaths, and just like being able to just kind of like have the energy come out.
We're performing on live television. So you have that one shot to say your lines or to do a move. And I think too, we learned a lot about knowing your audience. And I think that's why a lot of WWE superstars excel so much outside of the business, because we're in 147 countries in front of different types of crowds, audiences.
Everyone talks about women empowerment. We want to walk the talk. So we're like, we need to create a brand, and granted, it's gonna be a long road, but we're like, that educates women. They could wear this stuff, feel good, everything, and we're like, and it's like the birds and the bees. And we're like,
That's
Birdie
when we
Bee.
came up with Birdie Bee.
So we're like, the birds and the bees is obviously sex education, but Birdie Bee will be more about feminine, you know, hygiene education. And the best advice I ever got was, you can only concentrate on one thing at one time. I think so much, especially with millennials, we want to do everything. So like, you're like, have 4 things in front of you, you're like, okay, this, but you never accomplish what you're working on. For us, it was perfecting our craft, our characters, becoming these huge stars in WWE. Then we'll concentrate on the reality show.
Brie and I don't always, like, we have our own language and we understand each other, but sometimes people don't understand us and we come across as maybe not the brightest tools in the shed, but they just don't get us.
The sharpest tools in the shed.
No,
You said the brightest tools.
that's what I mean.